queens. Welcome back to Bad Habits Kingdom. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and for subscribing. I love you guys so much. We have got a crazy video today. We are back in Delphi, but as of always, first things first, if you're any yelling, screaming, or breaking, that is my almost 2-year-old baby girl, Luna. She likes to be part of the show. When I don't include her, she gets a little upset and starts tearing everything apart. It's okay. We still love her anyway. Second thing, on Saturday, my queen and I will be going to the Children's Hospital here in Las Vegas. So if you would like to help donate to get some toys for the kids, go to the GoFundMe account in the link below. Every donation counts. It goes a long way, and it's for a really good cause. We're going on Saturday to take some Christmas gifts. It's Christmas season, so we're going to do the best we can. So if you'd like to donate to that, go to the GoFundMe account in the link below. Also, to my new subscribers, I give out free Bad Habits Kingdom t-shirts, and I'm getting a bunch of them after the first of the year because I actually owe a lot of people that was from my supporters from way back when, and I'm finally going to be able to take care of them after the first of the year. On January 6th, I believe, is when I'm supposed to get the delivery. And we got like 30 shirts coming in. So I love you guys for subscribing. So I love you for your support. And you get a free t-shirt for doing that. So if you would like a free t-shirt, go ahead and email me at badhabitsking@gmail.com. The hoodies and booty shorts for the ladies and everything, those actually you got to pay for because those are really pricey. But the t-shirts I give out for free. Delphi. Now, you guys remember back a few months back, I was saying, like, I'm done with the true crime stuff. I don't want to upset anyone, insult anyone, because I don't have a filter when I do my videos. There's no hiding on Bad Habits Kingdom. It's called Bad Habits, for Christ's sake. Now, when I was going over the Delphi case and the Evansdale case, I was actually showing photos of suspects and saying their names on the videos. And a lot of people were like, after a while, like, at first they were totally fine with it. And then I started getting a couple comments and emails like, hey, be careful saying the suspects' names. Be careful, showing photos and stuff like that. Because if they catch the real guy and then they show your photo, show them your video and you're showing photos of a different suspect and make it seem like that he's the guy, then the real guy could walk. Made a lot of sense, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to ruin anything. So I'm going to take a step back and, be not what you call a fan, be involved in the case by, just listening, watching other videos and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to Real Chills Grays, Real Chills Grass, and True Crime Investigates. I don't know them personally. I have talked to emails with Real Chill before. Anthony Greeno from True Crime Investigates. I never talked to him before. We never exchanged emails, but definitely check him out as well. When it comes to this case, you're not going to get more information from anyone else besides those two. I know a lot of people go over this case, Down the Hill podcast and everything like that, but Anthony Greeno with True Crime Investigates and Real Chills Grays, check those guys out. They're the best when it comes to this case. But we do have some new information about this case. Finally. So I was like, you know what? I got to do the video. I showed my queen, like, hey, check out the new information. What do you think? She was like, oh my goodness. My queen said this a long time ago. She said, I think she met somebody online and met somebody out there. I think she was catfish. Now, that's not official yet. Okay, that's not what we're saying that has happened. But that is kind of information out there in a way. I'll get to that in a second. Now, I remember a few months ago, I don't know if I was doing a live video or it was one of my other videos. I was going over the Delphi case talking about it, and someone commented and said the girls were catfish. They met somebody online and was trying to meet them out there. Now, if that was the case, now at the time I was like, it's possible, of course, but that's not what my theory was. So I would like to say, if this does turn out to be the reason and the cause and everything, I am definitely wrong. And I'll go over what my theory was just in case you haven't seen the excuse me, any of the other videos. I'll talk about what I thought was. Now, this case has always got to me. It really has. It's a very touchy case It has a lot of support behind it, a lot of people waiting for some information because there wasn't any information or a whole bunch of information released, and that was another thing why I stopped doing the video, stopped working on Delphi, because I was like, I don't live in Delphi. I don't know anyone in Delphi. I'm not connected to Anthony Greeno from True Crime Investigates. I can't reach out to him and say, hey, I'm coming out there. Can you show me around the crime scene or anything like that? I don't know him as a person or anything like that. Excuse me, because that's actually what my queen and I were trying to do. We were trying to actually go out there in February, around the anniversary time, this coming February 2022. And we still might. It's not like we're not going to, but we still might go out there. But I wasn't getting any new information. So I was pretty much just repeating myself in every video, saying my theories, other people's theories, showing suspect photos, talking about the suspects, looking into their background, stuff like that. But now we have some new information, and I am like, oh my God, please solve this thing already. Please give this family, both families, some justice. They'll, I don't want to say give them some peace, because I know I have a daughter and I love her to death, and I don't think that would actually bring me peace of catching the guy, but it will definitely feel a lot better. When you lose a child, and no parent should ever outlive a child. None, nobody, no parent should ever outlive a child. That parent, hopefully they can find peace, but it will be definitely very hard for them. But it will give them justice. It will give them satisfaction. Like, hey, you know what? We got him. We got the son of a bitch. Okay. Apparently, we might have some new information. Apparently, we might catch this son of a bitch. All right, let's talk about what's going on. So the new information, okay. The police were asking a couple days ago, probably about a week ago, if you know this person, he made a fake Instagram account to reach out to young girls. Now, this just came out of the blue. They didn't say, they talked to Abby, they talked to Libby. They didn't say anything like that. But it was connected somehow. We just didn't know what was going on. We have no idea what was going on. We were just like, whoa. The police say, hey, if you have talked to this person, Anthony Shots, on Instagram or anything, please let us know right away. Hold on. Why? What's going on? That's what everybody was probably asking out. Like, what is going on? Why? After 5 years, what is going on? What is it about this guy? Okay. Name Anthony Shots. Looks like a young person, but it's not. Guy made a fake Instagram account to reach out to young girls, to meet up with them, talk to them. Little girls were sending them new pictures and messaging them. The guy was a sicko. His name is Kegan. Kegan? Is it Kegan or Kegan Kline? Okay, the guy is a pathetic piece of shit. Okay, now, this is what gives me goosebumps. I was actually watching Anthony Greeno today on True Crime Investigates. Like I said, check him out. He has information. If you don't know about him already, check him out. He's great. Apparently, in December of 2016, Anthony Shots, a.k.a. Kegan Kline, liked Libby's photo. Now, here's the catcher. Libby's Instagram is on private. So she had to accept him as a friend or follower because it's on Instagram. So that would be the only way he could like a photo of hers. That's the only way. Her Instagram was private. This is big. 2 months before the murders took place, 2 months before Libby German was murdered and Abigail Williams was murdered, he liked a photo. That's all we know so far. Okay. The police made arrests on him. They have not arrested him for the Delphi murders. Mark my words. They have not arrested him for Delphi. But they have made an arrest, and they're doing some investigation on this. So everybody's freaking out right now. Like, look, what's going on? Why him? Okay, he reached out. He's talked to him. I'm pretty sure he's talked to him. They didn't just pick this guy out of the blue. They found out it was a fake account. They found out who the guy was. They arrested the guy. What now? What now? There's a lot of people that were saying that the girls were catfished. Me personally, at the time, I didn't believe it. I didn't think that's what happened. I thought it was a random attack. I did not think the girls were targeted. I think a guy went out there to rape somebody or sexual assault somebody, and he saw Abby and Libby. Okay. Now there was some more recording that we have not heard that has not made public, but it was given to the families. And apparently, one of the girls' moms was saying, I showed it on one of my videos, I can't remember, that they made it to the end of the trail. A lot of it was like girl talk, random girl talks, but they did make it to the end of the trail. But one of the girls said there's a strange guy following them. Okay. Now, when it comes to the bridge, now my theory is that they made it across the bridge and the guy passed them on the bridge. I think he was already on the other side of the bridge. And then when they passed, he went about a little bit farther down to make sure nobody was around to see him. And then he turned back around to go get him. That's what I think happened. I think they crossed the bridge. They kept going to the end of the trail. He turned around. She comes back. No, something's up. That's what I thought something was wrong at first. But I was like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if that was just it, because that wouldn't freak you out too much. You know, you went to the end of the trail, you're coming back, and then you see the same guy that you passed coming back, and then you take your phone out and start recording him. There had to have been something more. There had to have been something more. Why did Libby German pull out her phone and record him? Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, I know this is why. This is what I say is why. I know for a fact they didn't make it over the bridge. I know for a fact that he was on the same side. We really don't know. We're just giving theories here. You know, we don't know what happened. Now, there's been, like in True Crime Investigates, he's been out to the crime scene a couple times. And one thing I do want to say that Anthony Greeno made a good point. He said, because they were saying you would notice if the guy's pants are wet. You would notice that. But then he asked, was the guy's pants wet the last person you walked by Walmart? And I was thinking, that's actually a perfect way to say it. That is a perfect way to say it. And he actually showed an example that your pants can be wet, but they just look like dark jeans. You can't tell if they're wet. They just look like dark jeans. And I was like, holy cow, he's right. He is right. Now, when a lot of other YouTubers and, you know, people doing podcasts and everything like that, when they're saying, oh, the guy was definitely across on the bridge or the girls were definitely across here, we don't know. We can only speculate. So when they're saying, oh, I know this is where it was, we really don't. We really don't know. You know, when it comes to this case, it's very touchy. You know, it's very emotional for a lot of people. You know, you have one theory, you have one theory, I have one theory, she has one theory, he has one theory, and it comes to this bicker and backer, and it's just like, we don't know. And I'm really hoping justice is finally coming. I really hope that they catch this son of a bitch. Now, if this guy, Kegan Kline, isn't the killer, maybe he's connected to the killer somehow. There's a reason why they made this act. Out of all these years, there's a reason why they made this move. Maybe they just found out the information. Maybe they just found out it was a fake account. I don't know. But I'm just telling you the information is coming. I think we're getting close. I really do. I think something is happening very fast right now. I think right now they have him in the interrogation room trying to get some information. I think they're getting ready to make their move if they haven't already interrogated him about this. Now, I don't know if his house was, apparently his house was searched a few weeks after the murders and they didn't come up with anything. Apparently, you know, he passed the lie detector test, but maybe they didn't even ask him flat out. That's what True Crime Investigates said. Maybe they didn't ask him flat out if he killed Abby and Libby. We don't know. I mean, apparently he passed the polygraph. I don't know if he even really took one. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. The police never told me anything. I don't know. But I really think they're onto something. I'm getting really emotional about this case, guys, because I really think we're getting there. Okay. Now, I talked about James Brian Chadwell. Okay. Now, I was showing his photo. That's when I ended up killing it because I started beefing with Human Animal because she was saying not to show his photo and talk about him. And I was like, look, Bad Habits don't do that. We do what we want over here on Bad Habits. My subscribers can do what they want. They can say what they want. My supporters can say what they want. They're part of the Bad Habits family. And I give them t-shirts so they get Bad Habits laundry. But Anthony Shots, Kegan Kline, there's something here. I mean, I really feel strong about this one. We finally got some information that, so when we get new information about this case, everybody just us. Same thing with James Brian Chadwell. When that information came out about what he did to his neighbor, and they said it could be Delphi connected because of what he did and his history and everything like that. He liked to hang out in the woods. He lived close by. He attacked a little girl. He sexually harassed her. He tried to kill her. You know, everybody was hopping on it. Like, this could be him. This could be the moment. Come to find out, it wasn't. It wasn't him. He didn't kill Abby and Libby. You know, it was pretty much ruled. He was, I wouldn't say he was ruled out, but it was pretty much clear that he's not the guy. And then a few months later, we have this. So a lot of people that says, oh, the cops ain't doing what they're supposed to, they're obviously trying. They're still trying. They're not giving up. This was only a few months ago. Now, we haven't heard a lot since, you know, since 2017. You know, we got the photo video that Libby German. I still can't believe she had the courage to do it. I love her so much. I hope she is an angel up there right now, which I know her and Abby both are. They're angels because she had the courage to take notice that there's something wrong, take out her phone, and start recording this son of a bitch walking towards him on the bridge. Then we have the audio. Guys down the hill. Me personally, even though apparently the cop said that the murder isn't on the audio, I still think it is. I still think there's more on that audio with the guy. I mean, apparently there's definitely more with the girls. The families heard that. They said that there was just random girls talk, and that one of the girls said that we got to the end of the trail, and then they did mention about a guy following them. So maybe the guy was following them from the beginning. You know, that's why she started recording him. Maybe he was just being weird. You know, he would stop. You know, one thing I had been followed before. This was many years ago, and one thing about the person following me is that they kept like stopping. You know, I would keep walking. I was like 15 at the time. And I would turn around and they would kind of just be farther than what they would be if they were still walking. They would keep stopping. And then I thought, this is kind of weird. You know, they keep stopping. They're walking a little fast to catch up to me. And it was like that they keep stopping and looking around. See, this is my original theory. Okay. The girls went out there for a hike, you know. They were only going to be out there for a few hours. You know, that's why I didn't think it was a catfish thing, you know, because they didn't, you know, they were only supposed to be out there from, I believe it was 1:30 that Kelsey German dropped them off, and till 3:15 when the father showed up. That's not a whole long time to hang out with somebody, you know, a little over an hour, you know, that's, you know, almost 2 hours, I guess you could say. Maybe a little decent, but that's why I didn't really think it was catfishing. The girls, you know, were like, hey, let's go for a hike. You know, let's go to the trail. You know, they're young, trying to explore, have fun. Delphi is a small town. There's not a whole lot you can do. The bridge thing seems cool. They go out there, and the piece of shit who killed them went out there on a random attack. He went out there. It was around the Valentine's Day. I think he was extremely angry. I think he wanted to rape somebody. I think it was a random attack for them. I didn't think the girls were targeted. Then I thought, well, maybe he knew the girls because it's such a small town. I thought maybe the killer was from Delphi because I kept hearing a lot of that information. Then I thought, if the guy was from Delphi, I think he would have been caught by now because Delphi is so small. You know, you're going to run into somebody over and over and over. You're going to see somebody that size. You're going to see this. You're going to see that. You know, maybe he was right outside of Delphi. He definitely had to know the area. That's well known. Everybody knows he knew that area. He knew exactly where to take the girls. He knew exactly where to go. I mean, he definitely knew the area. That's why for a minute, I'm not going to say his name, but the owner of that property seemed like a high thing for me at first. And a lot of people were like, oh, this person's already been ruled out. He was on probation. He was at a bar. Okay. Okay. I still think, he's definitely a suspect in my eyes. That's what I was thinking at first. And then I thought, well, maybe, the guy started following him from the get-go, a few minutes after walking, and kept stopping, started creeping him out. They go across the bridge, get to the end of the trail. Maybe he tried talking to him at first before they originally crossed the bridge. Maybe he was on the same side. He tried talking to him. The girls blow him off. They cross the bridge, and then he crosses. That's when Libby knew something was wrong, started recording him. Maybe he was already on the other side of the bridge, and then they pass by each other, and when they get across, they go to the end, they start coming back, and then the girls see him coming back and know something's up. Maybe he says something to him on the bridge, or maybe they passed right when they got off the bridge, and he tried talking to him, and then he started crossing, make sure nobody was around where they can be heard or seen. Then, boom. I mean, there's so many theories and so many ideas about this case. That's why I always say check out Real Chill Grays and check out True Crime Investigates, because they can actually show you on video where exactly the girls' bodies were found. They can actually show you great ideas on where the killer could have walked through and everything like that. So check them out. If you haven't seen or heard of them already, Anthony Greeno with Real Chills Grays, they're really great at this case. They really are. I just had to hop on this and do a video fast because we finally got some new information, and we're really hoping that the police know something about this and they're going to release it soon, and it's going to come to a close very soon. I'll say it like that. It's going to end very soon. It's going to finish for the families, for all the supporters, and these girls will finally have some justice. These girls who have been dead for 5 years will finally have justice for their names. The families, I can't even imagine what they've been through. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. In one of my videos, I was even trying to call out the bridge guy, calling him names, calling him, saying this, saying that, just to try to get him out, And then a lot of people were saying he doesn't watch the YouTube videos. He doesn't watch this. I think he does. I'm not saying he watches them all. I'm not saying he watches mine. But I think he does watch the well-known videos about this case. That's what I really think. I think he really, really does. Could be wrong. I highly doubt it. But that's what we have right now. Okay. Kegan Kline, a.k.a. Anthony Schatz, is a pedophile. Made a fake Instagram account to talk to little girls, get news from them, message them, and catfish them. 2 months before Libby and Abby were murdered, he made contact with them. Or at least with Libby. There was contact. The heat's turning up. The heat is turning up, guys. Let's just pray for the best. Let's hope this gets done the right way. And let's hope they get this son of a bitch. Let's just, right now, all we can do is wait. That's all we've been doing for 5 years. Other YouTubers been beefing with each other because of different theories, or because they're saying YouTube, suspects' names and showing photos and giving ideas. We should all be supportive when it comes to this case. We should all sit together when it comes to this case, and just because it's a really passionate and really touchy, let's just support one another and give each other ideas. And what do you really think? What do you think of this case right now? With this new information, what do you think? Leave in a comment below. Send me an email at badhabitsking@gmail.com, guys. I'm going to end it right there. When there is some more information released, which we're hoping very, very soon, we will be back. Okay? We haven't stopped looking into this case. We just not doing videos about it a whole lot because we were saying suspects' names and showing photos, and a lot of people didn't like that. So we were like, you know what? We don't want to insult anybody. Let's hold off until we get some new information. We got the new information. There was contact 2 months before the murders. At least that's when a photo was liked. We don't know about the messages. We don't have access to that. I can guarantee he messaged her. Guarantee it. Let's just wait and see what happens. God bless, guys. I love you guys so much. Please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, and you also get a free t-shirt. And hit the like button. You know, get them bells ringing. You can also check us out on Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, Apple. We're on everything. If you want, just go ahead and Google Bad Habits Kingdom and you'll see everything we're on. All right, guys. That is going to be it for the Delphi case as of right now. We will be back, my kings and queens. And hopefully in February, my queen and I can still come out. Like I said, if you would like to help donate to get some toys for the kids at the Children's Hospital here in Las Vegas, go to the GoFundMe account in the link below. We will be going on Saturday the 18th. Guys, have a good night. I love you so much. And like I said, even though I don't know them personally, shout out to True Crime Investigates and Real Chills Grays. You know, go check out their videos when it comes about this case. They definitely know what they're talking about. They have way more information than I ever will. And hopefully they give me a shout out for that because I gave them a big shout out. So check them out, guys. I love you. You guys stay safe. Have a good night.